Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do just a regular braid. You can either do it from a ponytail, but today we're just going to divide it into 3 pieces, like so. It doesn't have to be perfect. Okay, and we're going to take this right piece and we're going to put it between the left and the and then we're going to take the left piece and we're going to put that in between the other 2 and just keep going until until it's all the way.
She doesn't have any knees.
All the way to the bottom. Look at how pretty.
Well, I guess you staying on the ground. Duds.
Okay. And then you can just use we're just going to separate the hair into 2 pieces. Try to get as even as you can. And then we're going to take a little piece of one of the 2 and we're going to take it and put it to the opposite. Okay? On the left, take a piece and put it to the right. And you're just going to continue and keep doing it. And it won't look like much in the beginning, so don't worry. After you do it a few times, you'll start to see the fishtail design. It's hard with a wig. Little piece, put it over on the other side. Little piece, put it over on the other side. And it doesn't have to be too tight, because it actually looks a lot better if it's that loose look. And I'm sorry about this wig. It's not perfect. So that's not going to happen with real hair. But we can fix that later. But if you look closer, you'll be able to see the little fishtail design. It'll look better the more you do. If you look at the pictures on my blog, that's my hair, and I did it myself. So that would be a better example of what it's going to look like with real hair. This is just the technical part, how you do it.
You can already start to see it.
Yeah. And it really just depends on how far you want to go. Like, this wig is very long, which is no big deal. You can either stop there to get that look, or you can just keep going until you run out of hair. And this is good to just get out of your face. Plus it looks super pretty. And it doesn't take long. I mean, it might take a little bit of time if you're doing it yourself, but if you have kids, it shouldn't take more than 10 minutes, which is probably the average of how long it takes for you to do your kids' hair. And then when you're done, I'm going to do it to the end, but when you're done, you would just put a ponytail holder on it to secure it. And if you have any tangles that you're worried about, you can try to push it through, push it under. But like you can see, the smaller the piece, the tighter it looks. The bigger the piece, the looser it looks. But either way, it's still beautiful. And then you just keep going until your desired length. And like my blog post says, it's kind of advice that I got from my godmother early on. She said it's just a braid with adding pieces. So you take a little piece from the top middle, and you're just gonna put your 2 fingers in to make the 3 pieces. Okay? And then you're going to start a braid. So I'm gonna take this right piece and put it between the middle and the left. And then I'm going to take the left and put it between the middle and the right. And then I'm going to start to add pieces. So I'm going to start with the left. And put it into the left piece I already have. Okay, so see, the left with the added hair. Okay, now I'm going to take this right piece and I'm going to put it to the middle. Now I have this little piece to the left. And I'm going to take a little bit of hair. Goodness. Sorry, it's the wig, I swear. And I'm going to put it right here with this piece. Get out the tangles and try to make this as straight as possible. And get rid of all the little hairs that get attached. And then I still have my 3 pieces. Okay. Now I'm going to take this left piece and I'm going to put it in the middle. Straighten it all out. Still have 3 pieces. Take more hair to the left, which this will be much easier with real hair. And I'm going to put it to the left. Get out all the tangles. And straighten it out as much as I can. Still have 3 pieces. Put the right to the middle. Have this piece. And I'm just going to add hair to this right piece. Try to make it as straight as possible. Still have only 3 pieces. And then I'm going to do a regular braid, add pieces, and you just keep going. And then what I do sometimes is I pull this a little bit to make this top part straight. But you'll learn a way that's comfortable for you to make it tight and straight. Okay, so at this point, you're almost toward the end of the French braid. And this is where it gets a little tricky because you're not going to have any more hair to add to your braid. So this is where you have to be a little careful and pull a little bit tighter so that the braid stays. And then you still have your 3 pieces and you're just going to pull it tightly, and then you can braid it until you're down to the edge of the hair. You can also stop here and you can curl the rest if you'd like. You can also stop the braid and start a fishtail if you would like that look. Another option would be to braid to the end and then put it up in a ponytail like I do here in the video, and then pin it together for an updo. If any of the pieces are messy, you can just use a couple bobby pins. And if you want it a little looser of a look, you can do what I'm doing here and just loosen up the braid a little bit. And that's where you can end the braid if you wanted to. Or, as I said earlier, you can add it into a bun for like an updo. Alright, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you so much.